Good evening, I'm Jeff Lyons. It is 9 o'clock here tonight on September the 10th, Wednesday night. Time for the 14First Alert Weather Show at 9 o'clock. Glad you're here. As always, we have a little bit of weather to talk about tonight. It's been pretty quiet, of course, around the tri-state. Our main concern is the dry weather and the increasing fire risk as we head into the next couple of weeks. We're really not seeing much relief from the drought on the way anytime soon. So the headlines predictably are going to be summer returning, and that includes temperatures in the low to mid 90s, and also the drought and fire risk out there. There's not a risk for drought, we're in one, but that will increase the fire risk, and already we have burn bans now in Illinois and Edwards and White counties, and they do it a little differently in Illinois. It's essentially for Grayville and, or not Grayville, Albion up here and Carmi, those areas. But, you know, I mean, for the entire county, the conditions can't be that much different. So just be real careful with fire, no open burning. And then across southern Indiana, we have Posey, Warwick, Spencer, and Henderson County in Kentucky also in those burn bans until further notice. The drought.gov site, which is a division of NOAA, the government weather enterprise, just put out a thing today showing the likelihood of a rapid onset drought in the next 2 to 4 weeks. That's the big hazard here along the Ohio River. Rapid onset, different from a regular old drought in that we had a lot of rain and then bang, it stopped. In a more of a sneaky kind of drought, you have several months in a row where the rainfall is just a little below average, but we've had zip really for the most part. We had a little bit of rain this morning, like 0.02 of an inch, and some last week, but otherwise it has been bone dry out there, and will stay that way too. Going through the overnight hours, we just can't really muster much in the way of cloud cover, and I wouldn't expect to see anything other than the sun tomorrow and rising temperatures. Over the weekend, Sunday, Monday, some of the models are spitting out about a 20% chance of some scattered showers. So we'll hope that comes through. Our dew points now have juiced up. We're at 65, and you know, if you've had your windows open and the breeze going through your house here the last couple of weeks, you probably noticed today it wasn't quite as refreshing, especially around 4 o'clock this afternoon when we typically hit our highest temperature of the day or are near it. And it's going to get a lot hotter too. Now today we were in the, I think we had 85 for the high. 10 degrees warmer, 95 there by Sunday possible. And our rain potential on the GFS model really stingy here through next week. And 2/10 really reflects more of a scattered or you know, widespread or isolated type shower activity. Across the eastern half of the country, we've begun to warm up. The heat is out here in the plains, and it gets lifted up by that southerly wind coming in. Eventually it'll shift around and come in off the Gulf. And once it does that, then we really start adding that tropical component to the air that makes it feel a little stuffy outside. We got to 87 today, not 85. And our low this morning was down to 59. That's probably the last time we will touch the upper 50s here for at least a week or two. The high temps now have started to stray back up. Our hottest temp so far here in September was 88 on the 2nd and 3rd. But we are going to add some red 90-degree days very soon on the map. So we've had 3/4 of an inch of rain, which on the surface sounds pretty good. The problem is it didn't fall everywhere. It was kind of concentrated in a few locales. So we still haven't quite, you know, gotten everybody a good drink out there. Thursday, we have temperatures again tomorrow near 90 or slightly above. Not much coming our way other than high pressure, which is right in here, and that's kind of blocking out all the other stuff. And we have nothing brewing down here in the Gulf up here or in the Caribbean. Right now, tropics-wise, it's been almost eerily quiet in the tropics. You know, normally we have a few things going on down there in September. Storm chances tomorrow, we may hear some rumbles of thunder. If an isolated or stray shower can get going, but the odds are pretty low that that will occur. And then heading toward the weekend, we have another shot maybe at some scattered rain by Sunday and Monday. But you can see here as I roll through, there just isn't much to show you here in the tri-state. You know, it's quiet weather basically. On the GFS model, you see these scattered showers indicated, and that's really it. You know, we're not seeing like a cold front. This is kind of an interesting feature here. I think we had the lady going up to Cape Cod next week. Can't remember your name. Was it not Barbara, Nancy? Anyway, you know who you are if you were going to Cape Cod. So there was that tropical system. This is next Thursday, and then we go into the end of the week. So maybe some rain up your way in Cape Cod is what I'm trying to say. I don't think a tropical system, but so the Euro model brings some scattered showers our way Sunday, and maybe again early next week, say Monday, Tuesday, and that's really all it's offering. So these stingy models here, just not being very generous with the rainfall. 63 tonight with clearing skies. Tomorrow the temperature hits 90 and will likely stay pegged in the 90s all the way through the weekend and through much of next week, at least through Wednesday. And the well above normal temperatures indicated here in the brighter orange or darker orange should continue right on up to the first day of fall there around the 20th, 21st of September, and drier than normal too. Cheyenne Hammonds, one of our regulars here on the First Alert Weather Show at 9, sent her buddy Crowley here, Crowley or Crowley, probably Crowley, the dog. So we'll let Crowley sleep through the Q&A portion of our program here. Let's see. So, got it. Oops, wait a minute. Okay. Trying to acclimate to doing it this way with the phone. And I didn't bring my glasses in here tonight. So, okay, well, this will be a fun learning experience. Watch it. Laura, I can read that one. Laura Grace watching from Dawson Springs. Glad to have you on. Dale Jordan says hello. Cheyenne, you're on. And of course, your doggy's back there too. All right, Jeff Miller had .005 of rain in Savannah this morning. No flash flood. 5,000ths of an inch? I mean, well, I guess that would be hundredths of an inch, right? .05. 005. Well, anyway, that's a pretty meager amount of rain. Dion Hunter, hello from Owensboro. What temps are we looking at for the rest of the month? Well, warmer than normal through the 20th, through mid-month. Longer range outlook, still keeping us above normal for the rest of September. William Raleigh, had a trace of rain. It surprised you this morning. It surprised me too. I was here last night on this stage poo-pooing all rain that was showing on the only model that showed it, the model we pay the money for here at the station. So, you know, live and learn. But I think I mentioned there might be some showers, but I was dubious. I think I used the word dubious. John Radis, a week or so ago I said we were done with string and 90s heat wave. What happened? Well, we were done with it and we got a nice cool down, but we are still in striking range, obviously the 90s at least into mid-September. After that it gets a lot harder to hit 90 degrees. You're getting a lower sun angle, shorter days. The latest 90 though, believe it or not, October 22nd, way back in 1963. Let's see. Ready for the heat to be done, bugs need to get moving. Yeah, nobody likes bugs, especially me. I've got those ground hornets. Have you seen those things? These are the ones, the cicada killing hornets. So they're like that big and they buzz around, they dig these holes in the yard. And if they catch a cicada, they drag it into the tunnel. And I've been like out in the yard with my camera trying to capture this, thrill of victory, agony of defeat in the animal kingdom, and of course they never perform when I want them to. I've had good luck with hummingbirds, but that's about it. I've tossed around the term flash drought and rapid onset drought, and basically I kind of laid out already what that means, but it occurs in the warm season. Usually you have abnormally dry and some heat waves. We've had two big heat waves this year. August we were coming off of one of the longest periods of 90-plus temperatures. I think either on record or maybe third longest on record, but it was notable. And we still have the sun high enough in the sky that it speeds up the evapotranspiration, which is where the trees and plants and the vegetation release water. Right, they're trying to live too. So as they, pull what little water there is out of the ground, they then release that into the air, and as that goes too fast, it's not balanced. And so while it's typically not prolonged, some of these longer things can actually last quite some time. And as I showed you earlier, we've got this rapid onset drought likely and we will continue to watch. What can you do about a drought? Well, if you're trying to keep a lawn, green, you can water. A friend of mine, chemistry friend of mine, told me that there's something about city water, drinking water that's been chlorinated and treated, that it's not the same as rain. I don't know if you've had that same experience, but I've watered and watered and watered grass seed before and not had very good results. So I'm kind of the opinion that I should just let the grass fend for itself. I mow it, and hopefully it will continue to grow, but you know how these things are. So that's all I have for you tonight. I will see you on 14 News at 10. Thanks a lot for watching this stream and all of our streaming programs here on 14 News. You stay safe. Have a good night.